Welcome back to our channel. We have an exciting project planned for you in today's video. So I'm experimenting with the epoxy resin inlay today. This is the very first time I'm working with the resin. So let me start with the project description. One of my clients needed a four-seater dining table, but the space adjacent to kitchen is very small. As a result, I planned several furniture layouts. So I came up with a round dining table with a diameter of 1200 mm, which is large enough to accommodate four chairs. And there is extra space for two puffs in case there are additional guests. So furniture layout is a step one, and in step two we need a design. So I planned a solid wood top with a thickness of 36 mm. So start with finishing slab face with face planner both sides. I'm doing it roughly because after joining everything together, I will face entire top on CNC machine. After facing edge, finishing is an important part of gap bridge only. The wood grains look fantastic. I'm avoiding white part of the wood, so I'm arranging it in a right order. I'm marking a 1200 mm circle for reference, and I'm using biscuits only. So I'm making biscuit cuts as well as the wood sequence number. Now that our usual wood pieces are complete, it is time to assemble them. Applying a strong wood glue along the edges, carefully aligning the pieces and securely clamping them. Excess glue came out nicely, indicating gap bridge only. I also cleaned up excess glue which I covered the shoe because it is easy to wipe out with wet cloth in a liquid state. But after it dries, we need a scraper or a chisel, which sometimes chip out wood grains along with the glue. So it's always preferable to clean glue in a liquid state. Another reason, when I clamp it on CNC machine platform, the bottom face of top must be smudge free, otherwise it will disbalance the top face. As I'm thinking to chamfer bottom edge with the 120-degree redo for some extra detail. The reason behind choosing the 120-degree, not 90-degree, because if I chamfer edge with any redo, it creates two extra points. So the third point has to be less visible from our eye view proportions if I'm creating the slim edge profile. But in case of 90-degree, it looks fine, but all 3 points are visible from eye view. So understanding of ergonomics and visual proportions are must in furniture design. Top facing completed, edge detailing completed. Now it's time to design an inlay pattern. So I'm thinking of a modern design, possibly a geometric pattern that combines with the round top along with the wood grains. So after a few pattern ideas, I came up with this hexagonal pattern. As this is my first experiment with resin inlay, I'm starting with a sample using a 3 mm anvil tool to make grooves. Now I'm mixing in the resin hardener ratios as well as a pearl white pigment and testing the color on wood before pouring it. It appears to have settled neatly without any bubbles. Let us now wait for 24 hours. I have few doubts in my mind, but I have to wait for 24 hours and see how it reacts with wood. After 24 hours, I noticed two. First, there is a chip out in groove due to grains orientation and tool direction. Secondly, wood soak extra epoxy that I poured on surface. So there is a solution for a problem always. To avoid chip out, I'm using 60-degree V tool for grooving. And for the second problem, I have two options. Either I sand the entire panel up to epoxy level, which is, I believe, not an appropriate solution, or uh, I pour epoxy twice in the duration of 12 hours. So I prefer the second option. So currently I'm trying to figure out how to use this hexagon pattern on our final product. Well, our top is in a round shape and I'm thinking to use this pattern in an appropriate way which merge with the top shapes along with the wood grains. So let's take a short coffee break and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So I created a random pattern that integrates with the round top along with the wood grains, and it looked fantastic. I also add some extra detail by simply lifting the top 1 mm from the back side of the CNC platform to create a random thickness variation from smaller to wider. Before pouring epoxy, I'm scraping the extra wood fur and dust from the grooves. I'm using black epoxy for the final product this time. And after mixing the resin, hardener, and pigment, I let it sit for 10 minutes to allow for this automatic bubble release. Layout is complete, design is complete, making is complete. And the last and the most important stage is sanding and a lot of sanding to achieve a flawless and a smooth finish. For initial sanding process, it starts with the coarse grit sanding paper, such as 80 to 120 degree, to remove any rough or uneven areas on resin surface in back and forth motion with the even pressure along with water. Then we continue sanding with the medium grit 240 to 320. Then at last we with finer grit 600 to 1000. And along with I am cleaning it with a sponge. The final stage is polishing, which involves applying polish compound and gently pressing on the resin area with the buffing pad in a circular motion. There you have it. Finally, epoxy resin dining table completed. It come out really nice. Experiment goes well. So I can reuse epoxy resin again because I can understand the properties of epoxy resin, how to use the ratio, the bubble formations, everything is understandable after experimentation. So stay tuned and happy crafting.